Welcome to another episode of Redesigning Your Relationships Live. I am your host, Giovanna Burgess-White, with my co-host.
Hello, I'm Yvette Valdenegro.
And we are on our last part of our Trifecta mini-series. If you're watching us live, welcome. And please go back because there's a 4-part series. We would love for you to get an intro of what is the Trifecta. We talk about your relationship with self, your relationship with time, and today we're going to end with money. And if you're watching us for the first time, welcome. We go live every single Wednesday, and we have a new podcast every single Friday. So if you're watching, welcome. If you're listening, welcome. And if you're on a replay or you're listening to us, you're more than welcome to message us, DM us. We will respond to you any way or form that you want to get to us. So let's get started.
Yay. Okay. Hey, do you believe this? Money makes the world go around. Not necessarily love. Money will make you happy. And money is the root of all evil. I promise you, those are probably one of the top, do you believe that? Do you not believe that? I don't know. You have to ask yourself if you're listening, because wherever you go in that is your paradigm, that is your mindset, and that is how you are going to think about money.
Yeah. And then also you forgot money doesn't grow on trees.
Oh yeah, money doesn't grow on trees. That one too. Yeah.
Yes. So we are going to talk about a little bit about money mindset and understanding that really without having a great relationship with yourself, with time, and with money, those are kind of like what we talk about as a trifecta. Without really having a healthy relationship with all three, the next relationships that come into your life will not work. And we're here to tell you that yes, you can't do things, be the person you want to do, have the flexibility, have the freedom without talking about money and having a healthy relationship with that. So hopefully today you get a little bit of a positive reinforcement on what money is, what money should be thought, how it should be thought about, and how we should create time to create the relationship with money, because that's really how we create a life of fulfillment. So let's put up our little slides here and talk a little bit about money.
Woohoo! Okay, and just as a reminder, and for those that have not done part 1, 2, and 3, please go back. But just want to say very quickly, if this is your first time listening, we started with self, because every single thing that we do, who we are, our actions, our thoughts, our future, everything starts with who we are as a person. In your relationships, you're in a relationship with whoever, but it starts with you. How you feel about time. You may struggle with time, but guess who's struggling? You. Now we're going to be talking about money. What is the common denominator? Again, you. So it's a trickle down thing. We talked about money last time. Time. Now we're going to be talking about money. And money truly is a mindset, because, and I love saying this because I'm saying it to myself out loud, money is neutral. It doesn't have anything attached to it unless we, again, self, that's why we start with self, attach a negative or a positive feeling towards it, or a mindset that either is a positive mindset or a neutral mindset. And if you think about money just in general, money has to be, I shouldn't say has to, but it is what the world uses as currency, as value, as a liquid commodity in order to, yes, gain things in order to really survive. Back in the days, it was basically created to be an easier form of exchange. Instead of, I'll give you a goat, you'll give me a cow, I'll give you some of my field, then I'll give you some of the cow's milk. Then it was, became stores. How are we going to trade? And then the money aspect of it. But as we've gone forward, money is very, very controlling. It brings on an immense amount of fear with people. And our decision making, as scary as it may seem, is so much based on money. Yep. And so when you're making those choices, if you have a positive mindset towards it, you're less likely to have negative things come your way when you're making those choices, versus you have a negative mindset around money, but then you're wondering, why are things not really going my way? Why am I really struggling in this?
Yeah. And they're equal. So this is equally important, because I know, we with our clients, with just in general, like the world, it has to be balanced. You can't make money if you don't have time, like if you're not putting time in your corner, and you're not, obviously, with if you're working a job, two jobs, hiring a business. But most people start with blaming time, and because they don't have enough time, they don't have enough money, and self is never first. So again, we were trying to explain to you that you have to be this person here. You come first. You control time. You control the relationship with time. That was one of my favorite episodes. If you have to go back, you can give yourself the gift of time. And with that is how you make your money, right? Then we're going to talk about in a little bit, like the rest of the relationships that fall in this pyramid, they won't be healthy. You'll always blame that you don't have enough time, that you don't have enough money to do, that you can't travel, you can't take the kids, that you can't go with your husband, because again, you haven't put yourself first, and you haven't figured out how much time can I actually give to make this much money, and how much time can I actually have to spend my money, and to have the freedom, to have the flexibility. So when we're talking about the trifecta, it is just as important. Time and money are equal. And if you can stop thinking about all the negative and turn those into positives, you will have a better relationship with this. And it'll make you, the person who's stressing out, who's overwhelmed, who's scared, who's like, I'm always tired. I'm always working, and I don't, I'm not reaping. It's because we're so stressed out about these two things, and we haven't gone back to what is the most important thing. You.
Yeah.
Self.
If we really think about it, our entire day is so consumed with subconscious thoughts, or even conscious thoughts, I guess, about time and money, even more money, because everything we do, you get up, if you go grab if you're out and about, you get coffee, that's money. If you need gas, that's money. You have to go to the groceries, it's money. Your lights to turn on, it's money. When you're thinking of, well, am I going to do this or that, it's money. Do I set my pricing for this? It's so much, and it can be so gripping, because I feel like sometimes we think of that first, like it's all about the money, and then things will happen. And that's backwards thinking. It's not about the money, because in all reality, money is a gift that allows us to do certain things, obviously to buy or whatever. And yes, it brings, like when people say financial freedom, it definitely brings financial freedom. But what is that freedom really bringing you? It's bringing you relief, and you're not stressed out, and you're not angry, you're not walking in fear. So that's the feelings that you're getting because you have that financial freedom. It's not the money that's giving that to you. It's you who gave that to you as you find the financial freedom. But we put money does not answer everything. And I can tell you, I have been in a financial situation where everything was fine, and blessings upon blessings, I was not a happy person. So having the money didn't make my life more enjoyable or happy, or I didn't have more inner peace because I had more money. I actually have more peace now, and I don't have the financial, stability that I did back then. But I wouldn't change it for the world, because my stress level and my interior, the way that I feel about money, has totally changed. That's not my guiding force. And I think that a lot of us make decisions based on just the money factor. And if you're just doing that, unfortunately, you're just going to keep making choices that are not really benefiting you. They're actually hurting you.
Yeah. And then this is what we focus on, and we talk about when we do our coaching with our clients. Like, the trifecta starts here. Like, you have to start with you, time, and money. Obviously, your business, because that's, if you're working, most of our clients work. That's how your business ties into time. You have to schedule the time for you. You have to schedule the time for the business. But then you have all the other relationships, right? So you have your partner, your spouse, your kids, community, friends, family. Like, all of this goes back to also time. You have to make the time to create these relationships. And I would say 9 out of 10, you're spending money going to do those things. If it's, again, vacationing, if it's going to events, if it's even going out to have, dinner with friends, or date night, or vacation. So why we focus on self first is it so we can create a healthy and balanced relationship with time with money in order to really have what we call the ripple effect going into the rest of these. And one of the things that we've heard, and we know we've heard you, is that we really don't do a lot of stuff online. We're in person, which we absolutely love. But we decided next week, well, I think people will be listening to this as we're doing our summer series, but we are going to be doing a summer series, and we want to help you with these relationships and how we can, again, practical exercises, practical, it's really things that you say to yourself, tell yourself. We're already doing all of it in the negative way. It's how can we just change one thing each day, one habit, one thought to help you create a healthy relationship with yourself. I mean, time and money will then, again, ripple down effect, but it's you. You come first. Most people are like, what? I don't have time for that. I can't. I have to put everybody else first. And then if I have whatever 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, I'll give to myself. And you're already drained. You're extremely exhausted. What does that time even look like? So we want to help you with that.
Yeah. And we've said this at the end of every single one of these things. I laugh because I know I was there. You hear, oh my God, that's so great. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh, girl, I'm right there with you. Then it's like, okay, great. Come in 30 minutes a day, do a deep dive, really face some of these challenges that you're having on. Oh, I don't have time for that. Exactly. Like exactly what you just said. We're not taking the time and we're not financially supporting ourselves to grow and be more educated and get the life and the lifestyle that we want. We just, I don't know what it is. I think mainly Americans, Western culture, the little rainbow fairies and money fairies and everything's going to be perfect fairies just don't come flying out of the sky. They haven't in my life. I don't know if someone else can prove to me that they do, then please let me know because I'm going to go follow you. It doesn't happen that way. It really is taking the time to pursue you and your thoughts. And if you can't put yourself first, who the hell is, to be honest?
Yeah.
Seriously. And stop complaining about how what you don't have, all the things that you wish you could do, or you're like, so-and-so's doing this. What are you doing for you?
Yeah, that's what it comes down. It's literally what it comes down to. If you see, again, right now we're going to be in day 2 when you're listening to this. So you deserve 30 minutes a day. Like this is how crazy we are. We're like, we could be on for an hour. We can be on for 2 hours a day. We can be on for 7 days straight with you for an hour. We're just going to be on with you for 4 days for 30 minutes. And if you can't be on live, schedule 30 minutes for yourself because no one else is scheduling it. Just like Yvette said, no one's doing it for you. You have to do it for yourself. And if you can't prioritize yourself, what are the other relationships looking like? Because if you're not at 100%, I mean, this is just simple math. If you're at 10%, what are you giving to everybody else that you're saying, oh, but I got to go do this and I got to put them first. If it's your business, if it's your kids, if it's your husband, like that is not fair to them. And again, it's not fair to you. So we're here to just help you with that. So if you can't wait and you're like, oh my God, don't worry, we have free consultations. You're more than welcome to jump on a virtual with us. And then we have tons of tools and resources on our website. And then we also, if you're in Houston, you can come to any of our community events. You can go to our calendar of events, see where we're at, but just DM us. Let us know how we can help you because we've been doing this for years and we're live every single week to really just help support you and serve you in any way, shape, or form. And we know how the summer is. We hear it all the time. People take time off. They're like, oh, the kids. But you still deserve 30 minutes a day.
Yep.
So we will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.